guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, I am back. After a long time I will be posting videos again on YouTube. In a couple of weeks I will be done with my studies, so I've handed in my thesis. I will hand it in a few days. I will start working at the place I'm now interning at, and I will stop doing my part-time job in the weekends, which means I will have tons of time to read books and to blog about books and talk about books with you guys. So that's really awesome and I'm really excited to do all of that. So for today I made a list of 5 books that really made me cry. I cry a lot about books. I've tried to make a short list of 5 books that really made me cry. So here we go. So the first book I'd like to discuss is not really a big surprise probably, but nonetheless it's very true. It's The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, and I think I've read this book about 3 times and it made me cry my eyes out every single time. You know, it's just not fair what happens in this book, and John Green really knows how to capture feelings in words, and you want to cry, you know, you just want to cry, lie down on the floor, hide under a stone, just, you know, it's not fair. It will just, you know, it will mess up your mascara. So the next book I really cried about a lot is called Things We Know by Heart by Jessi, Kirby, and in Dutch, Dingen die we zeker weten. This book I was so excited to read. It's about a girl who loses her boyfriend in an accident, and her boyfriend is an organ donor. So he donates his organs and she tries to find out who received his organs. And the last person she can't reach at first is the guy who receives her boyfriend's heart. So that's why it's called Things We Know by Heart. Look at the cover. It's so pretty. Well, this book is just, it's really emotional because you know what she's been through, and she's trying to find a guy who received her boyfriend's heart, and he doesn't know about the whole situation. So, you know, things about her and he doesn't know, and she's just, it's so messed up. And I don't know, it really hit me at the end. I was like, oh my god, this is really sad, but still it's very, I don't know, the end just really messed me up. And if we're talking organ donation, you might know what title comes up next. My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult? I don't know how to pronounce her name. This book is also a movie, and it is about a girl who is born because she has to help her sister stay alive. So she has to sustain her sister's life. And her sister is really sick, she has cancer, and the girl in this book, who's very young, has to do all of these tests. She has to go into the hospital every time. She's giving parts of her body to her sister so her sister can stay alive. And at one point she says like, I'm not doing this anymore, it's done. You know, I'm not going to give any part of my body ever again. Even though her sister might die if she doesn't. And soon we find out that it might not be her who's been saying all of this, but it's just heartbreaking to read about this family. They're just trying so hard, and it's just not another book that's not fair, you know. It's, you just want to hug all of them and tell them it will be okay, even though you know it's not going to be okay. And you know, I would recommend this book 1,000 times to anybody. It's not a young adult book, but I think a lot of young adults would love it as well. It's told from different perspectives, so you get to know everybody, and it's written very well. Another book that made me cry is also a movie. Damn, I don't know what it is with books that make me cry that are also turned into a movie. It is called If I Stay, and it's written by Gayle Foreman, who's written tons of beautiful books. This is my favorite, and it tells the story of a girl who's with her family in a car, and they get into a car accident, and she's in a coma, but she still experiences everything that's happening around her. So she knows things, she hears things, but her family doesn't know. And at the same time, you know, there are flashbacks to when she was just a happy girl, and you know, the story jumps from the past to the present, and she's in a coma, and you find out that, you know, even though she's still alive or on the edge of being alive, well, you have to read it. It's just heartbreaking to read about a girl who knows what's happening around her, but she can't react to it. And she's trying to stay alive, to fight, to get back to her family. And yeah, even while I'm talking about it, it's just too much. This book is really good. The last book is one that you all know this book, or you know the title of the book. If you haven't, you've been living under a stone on the North Pole, thousands of miles under the ice. You all know this title. Are you ready? This book really messed me up. So this book is called 13 Reasons Why. It's written by Jessi, and if you're now watching this video and you're like, wait a second, that's a Netflix series. Is there a book? Guys, books are always first. Books are better than TV shows or movies, and this one is as well. Even though I love the series, I've seen it 3 times, 4 times maybe. The book is just, it's more subtle, but still is really harsh. It's really raw, and Jessi just really knew how to capture all of Hannah's feelings. So if you haven't heard about it, quick recap. The story is about Hannah, who commits suicide, so that's not a spoiler. It's actually the beginning of the story, and she leaves behind cassettes. So on these cassettes she makes 13 cassettes, 13 tapes, and she tells on these tapes who are the reasons why she killed herself. So 13 people, 13 tapes. And it's told by Clay, who is on one of the tapes, and Clay doesn't know why he's on the tapes, and he tells the story of Hannah. So this book, jeez, yeah, it's just, I don't know, like why, how, there are no words to describe how I feel about this book. It deserves all the praise it's getting, and I think it's great that people are talking about it. It gets the message over there. I don't know, this book really, it not only made me cry, it just made me feel depressed, while at the same time very thankful for the life I have. This is what words on a paper can do to you, it's crazy, but this book is a must read. It will make you cry, but it will also make you happy about, maybe not, but it will make you realize that the smallest actions can really change a person's life. So these were 5 of the books that really made me cry. There are tons of books that made me cry as well, but these were just the 5 that I thought of immediately. So please let me know if you have any books that made you cry down below in the comments. And hopefully I will see you guys back in this beautiful new apartment with this beautiful bookshelf. I want to hug it all day long. I can, because I have to go to work, but still. Let me know what you thought about these books, if you have read them, if you haven't, or if you have a different opinion from mine, which is good. Just let me know down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!